family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC part solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the GPS directions first, before driving to the mall.
Turn right at the light. In 1,000 miles, you will reach Montreal.
Not Montreal, the mall.
Recalculating. 6,000 miles to Nepal.
No, the mall.
Checking first is smart.
Recalculating.
So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan. Tune in to Vern's On Deck Show 1 hour before first pitch. Plus, your chance to win Royals tickets during the pitch clock, following the game, or on your way home from the K. Listen to Vern's postgame show with sounds from the locker room, plus your calls and texts. Miss the show? It's available on demand with the All Things Vern channel on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. Your home for Royals baseball.
Hey, it's Cole Riggins, and this is
96.5
The Fan, your home for Royals baseball.
KFNC FM and AM, HD1 and HD2, Kansas City, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Welcome to the Monday show here on 96.5 The Fan. Dusty Liggins, Bob Fesco with you, Mac Maury, The Drive with Carrington Harrison, live on YouTube, Twitch. No, it says Fesco and Dusty.
Oh, it does say our names now. Good.
It's funny because like the other day I saw it and it was like Binkley. And it was like The Drive with Carrington Harrison. I'm like, damn, Carrington.
Well, if it's Carrington's show, and then Binkley can be on there. I understand that.
You man.
What was Binkley doing all weekend, do you think?
NASCAR.
No football? Oh, it probably was NASCAR.
Talking with Drew in between shows, he's like, dude, he's ready for NASCAR.
Is he?
That's what he told me. He goes,
All
let me
right.
tell you something, Dust, man. You know that the F1 was in Miami and NASCAR pulled bigger numbers? People still watch NASCAR.
Yeah, not as much as they used to, though,
I was like,
Jay.
people still watch NASCAR? Really? No, it was in Kansas City this weekend if you didn't know.
Yeah.
Great turnout. Kind of like the, Royals games. Shout out to the fan base this weekend.
Yeah, we were out there yesterday. A lot of fun. Great crowd at the ballpark yesterday. Some douchebag Boston fan was sitting behind us, though, and the game ended and they won. And you'd have thought this guy just won the World Series, man. Like standing up. That's what I'm talking about!
Hey, they beat a good team.
All right, you did. You beat a really good team. But, man, it's May, dude. Like, sit down and calm down. Like, the guy, he was like one of those guys that I felt was looking for a fight. Like, looking for a confrontation with
Bobby
somebody,
Bones
right?
didn't want to give him any?
One of those, no.
Okay.
Not getting involved. But no, that was the type of guy that like look, you go into a game like this is the guy that's looking to get into an argument with somebody, right? Had his Boston Red Sox collared shirt on, tucked into his shorts with his hat on, probably about 55, 60 years old. He's up, screaming when the Red Sox won that game yesterday.
Did he have a Boston accent?
No, he did not. No, he did not.
A lot cooler if he did.
I will say this, though. I mean, back in the day, and I go back a long way, like we were talking about, my friend Rob Berryhill, the Coors Light guy, who sits behind the Buck O'Neill seat yesterday, and we're kind of talking about the years that have gone by that we've been out at that ballpark. And I think Rob's been out there like 31 years with season tickets right there, right? And we were talking about
right behind the O'Neill seat. So he's always on TV.
Yeah, he's
well done.
Yeah, Rob is. Yeah, Rob's been there for 31 years, right?
See every game on the big tree, man.
Yeah. And so I've known Rob forever, like since 2001, right? And so when you're at the ballpark, like 2001, 2002, 2004, there's nobody there, right? So you know all the fans because you're losing 100 games a year. There's like 10 people that are at every game, and so you start to form these relationships. And so I've known Rob forever and a day, and we're sitting there, and like I said, he's been to like every game for 31 years, and we're kind of talking about how the times have changed now. There weren't many Red Sox fans there, at the game yesterday, which is really, really good. I don't know how many were there, over the weekend, but the tide is shifting, man. He said to me, he goes, look at this crowd. He goes, it's like 30-some thousand here on a Sunday. And he goes, and the majority of them are blue, rooting for the Royals. I go, I know. Remember back in the day when you would have the Red Sox or Yankees roll into town and everybody would be rooting for the Red Sox or Yankees. And there weren't many people rooting for the Red Sox out there yesterday. So I give a lot of credit to the Royals fans because the atmosphere at the stadium all weekend long was pretty spectacular. And I know that makes other fans feel great too when they see the stadium packed like that. So Royals fans came out in a big way over the weekend. I thought yesterday's crowd was great as well. And like Rob was talking about, not a lot of Boston fans there. And for years, it used to be just loaded with Red Sox fans. And that's a sign for the Royals that they're doing things right. Fans are coming out to watch us play baseball. And the results obviously not in our favor and whatnot. And you'd like to do better than, dropping 2 out of 3 and only scoring 4 runs over the weekend. But so what, man? It was still a good product that was put out there out on the field. And you show you can go toe-to-toe with the Boston Red Sox. It don't matter who it is.
Yeah, I get it. You want to see more runs, and I think that'll happen. But also you have, Dylan Crochet he was great.
Yep.
Like, he out-dueled Cole Reagans. That's baseball.
Yep.
I know you hate to hear it. That's baseball.
That's baseball, though. But that's the answer. That's the way it goes,
and Crochet was better than Reagans that day, and hopefully if they play again and it matters a little bit more than that, Reagans is better than Crochet.
Right.
But that day was there. We'll talk about the Royals here in a little bit because Bob's pissed on Monday at 6 o'clock.
You got me going, dude.
I didn't even try. Ugh. So this is how the conversation starts, Mac. So we're sitting here, and I'm like, man, I don't know if I always have these moments where I'm like, I didn't know this was happening, or I didn't know that there was this much going on. Just random, parody NFL scheduled Twitter handles. I've just been
get ready for it. The next 3 days are going to be wild.
Oh, it's great.
Wild.
It really is fun.
This is like when the Schefflers.
This or the
Ian reports.
Yeah,
Ian reports.
Ian reports. Yeah.
Or it's like Ian, it's spelled EYEING.
Yeah.
Bingo was his name of.
Right. Yeah. And so everybody's tweeting fake schedule releases out there, right?
But you got to find the ones I've really started to like, and maybe you'll like this. It's called literally NFL Nerd. It's credible.
So Max Burner, you said?
It's great. No, his is NBA Nerd.
Yeah.
So I'm laying in bed last night, going through Twitter, trying to catch up on stuff to feel out the show. And I'm like, oh, wow. Cowboys are playing Philadelphia week 1. Yeah, dude. And I'm like, okay. So then I'm kind of looking down. I'm scrolling, and it's many sources confirm it's probably Dallas and Philadelphia night 1. Dove Kleinman's talking about it.
Gotcha.
I'm okay, this is starting to add up too much. I get here this morning. I'm sitting here and I'm I find it funny that this Twitter handle now that's called NFL schedule release party X.
Mm-hmm.
I'm they've got already they know all the first games. We found out the Chiefs and Chargers are playing Friday. We know it. I love it.
I love that too. Very excited
we'll talk about that.
As well.
I love that. I'll tell you why later. And then I was we know that Cowboys and Eagles are playing Thursday night. Bob's no, they're not. I was yeah, they are. I was I promise you, it's leaked. And he's are you kidding me? So Bob's upset
it's terrible
that Jerry wins again because,
I'm
Who's
not
having
upset.
sex with Jerry Jones?
I'm not upset.
Thursday Night Football, baby.
I'm not upset that Jerry wins. I'm upset that America loses because this is not an interesting game. The Dallas Cowboys are no longer an interesting franchise that deserves to be played on national television because they're not an interesting team. They're a 9-8 type of football team. They don't do anything in the playoffs. They've got 3 decades of not winning anything and not being a relevant team, yet we continue to roll the Dallas Cowboys out like they are a relevant team. What have we seen over the years when the Kansas City Chiefs were going out there and playing on that Thursday night game? We always saw, we did a lot of losses, right? Yeah. But we always saw like an up and coming opponent, right? You had the Houston Texans one year. We had the Detroit Lions one year.
AFC champions last year.
Yeah,
AFC championship game opponent.
AFC championship game opponent.
Up and coming. That Lamar guy might be good.
Rematch. No, but other than that, but I mean, like that's a good game. That's a rematch game, right? This, you're giving us the Dallas Cowboys and Philadelphia Eagles. There's nothing more boring than opening an NFL season with the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas on the come. They have a great receiver duo.
Great receiver duo. Every time, Mike Tomlin gives up a receiver, they go on and do good things elsewhere, right? Heavy eye roll he does.
You got Dirty Ferg tied in out there. He's married now to the Cavender twin. Then you put that on TV.
It's going to be fantastic. The Dallas Cowboys are about as unique and original as like stale bread. That's where they are. They're no better than the Cleveland Browns. They're no better than Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. And the Dallas Cowboys now have just snowballed the rest of the NFL thinking that they're a good team, that they're going to be on that opener. Why are we doing that? We've got Jaden Daniels, who is arguably the best young quarterback right now in this league, in the division. Open the season with them. Feature the Washington football team. Let's go. That's the new baby. That's the new crown jewel of the NFL, is it not? I mean, they're getting the draft. They're getting the Super Bowl. They're getting a new stadium. They've got the new owner. They've got the great young quarterback. Feature them on Amazon Prime. Like, watching the Dallas Cowboys on Thursday Night Football is not interesting for America. It's just not something that people get motivated for anymore, in my opinion. Like, that is a big wet fart for a scheduled game on national TV to start the NFL season. You're starting the NFL season with Dallas and Philadelphia?
So, to kind of take a page out of your very own book that you have written many, many years ago that you continue to read on the air, you don't need Washington versus Philadelphia on Thursday Night Football to open the season.
No.
We're all going to have our eyeballs glued to the TV. It could have been Arizona and Philadelphia.
Correct.
It could have been the could have been the Giants in Philadelphia on Thursday night. We're going to watch. That's why Thursday Night Football last year when we had I wasn't here. Maybe I was. When we were having discussions about who's going to be the opener for the Chiefs. Is it going to be the Houston Texans? Is it going to be, the Detroit Lions? Is it going to be this team? And it was always like, well, it's Thursday Night Football. You don't need it to be Buffalo. Buffalo will be a game in, mid-November on Sunday at 3:25 where CBS is really trying to prove that they still have the numbers to pull the audience. Thursday Night Football, Dallas is a name, right? And you had, your rant about Dallas just now. You want to see Dallas lose. I think that's where a majority of America is. There are those of you that hang on to Dallas to this day, and God bless you that you're still there with them, that you're still ride or die with your Cowboys. And then there's people that when it's the Cowboys are on, I hope they lose. I want to watch them lose. And Philadelphia, what better situation than to have Jerry Jones come to your house and you get rings and you're like, "Sup, Jerry? How you doing?"
Yeah.
Now we're about to blank you 42-10, and everybody's going to watch it.
Yeah.
America's team.
Right.
So
I get that part. I do understand that. The showing of the rings to Jerry Jones is going to be pretty epic. That's really cool.
Big Tom got a ring before Jerry Jones got another
did.
one.
Yeah, it's true. But you have home games against the Bears, who are going to be a good team for September, and then they'll fizzle out. Then you got the Lions on your home schedule.
But they don't move the needle like Dallas.
The Lions is the Eagles' potential NFC Championship game, right? Especially now, if I'm the NFL with the Lions, I'm scheduling their big games early because they may dissipate with their coordinators leaving, right? We don't know where they're going to go.
But to do your game, Bob, it doesn't really matter about how good the team is.
Yeah.
The Cowboys sell.
Yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right about that.
And you're double dipping on Thursday night.
Right.
You're getting the automatic sell in Dallas. That's not that good of a team, at least recently, even though I think they won 10 games last year. And Dak Prescott's back.
Right.
Right. And then you add in Thursday Night Football. It's like adding strawberries to cottage cheese. You can't lose.
Right.
It's two great things. Thanks, Emily. But great dish, by the way. And it's you add those two things together, and it's here we are. You have Dallas, you have Thursday Night Football, you have NFC East.
So, like,
but you also have the Lions, the Denver Broncos at home, the Rams at home. I mean, the Raiders at home is not a big deal. That's a good, nice nooner. But there's some really good games on there. Like, I feel like this is a gimme game for Philadelphia. We've never had a gimme game on Thursday Night Football to start the season, right? It's always been some sort of marquee game going. This is not a marquee game. Dallas is no longer a Broadway show. They're an off-Broadway show that maybe has George Wendt performing, like the new dinner theater type stuff, right? Oh, that's a name I recognize, but they're not on Broadway anymore. Yeah, that's Norm. They're not on Broadway anymore. Dallas hasn't been a Broadway show in 30 years. They are now off Broadway. And I understand, like, you guys are obviously, we're going to watch the game and it's going to be Dallas. But boy, when you said Dallas and Eagles on Thursday night to open the NFL season, a piece of me died inside. I'm not going to lie, like a piece of me died inside.
Bob will watch the entire game.
I know. Well, if you're saying 42-10, I'm checking. It just doesn't excite me. It really does. Like, Dallas doesn't move the needle anymore for me. I'm sure it does for a lot of people out there, and I'm sure the NFL is going to have record numbers on opening night. But as soon as you said that, my initial reaction was, that sucks. Dallas and Philadelphia, can we get more bland? Can we get more vanilla than Dallas and Philadelphia? What is this, 1990?
I mean, I'll love it. I'll love it because it's going to be a lot of fantasy football players on that field. CD, Pickens. Who's the running back now for Dallas?
Is there an alternate game that night?
Javonte Williams.
I think they got from
someone
Denver?
else.
The Dixon Celtics got a game that night we can watch.
No, that's tonight, though.
I don't know. I agree with you, Bob. I don't know. Maybe we're wrong, though. A lot of people think the Cowboys are going to be good this year.
Every year, a lot of people think the Cowboys are going to be good. Every year, it's the same song and dance. Well, look what Jerry did this offseason. He got George Pickens. Oh, hell, print the trophies. God, I mean, jeez. What the hell was that? All right, what's the text line feel about that? This to me, again, I
bet Dallas doesn't lose 40-22. You wanted it, you got it. Coming up on the other side, hell of a crowd this weekend. Props to you, Kansas Cityans. We talk Royals next on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Fesco and Dusty.
Whoever that bozo was doing the armpit fart thing, come on, man.
Catch Royals insider Josh Vernier every Monday at 8:20, right here on your home for Royals baseball, 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you one thing I am truly, truly excited about, and get more excited about it by the day, is my yard from Aspen Lawn and Pest Control, because they've done an amazing job on my yard. We were sitting outside over the weekend, and man, just looking at the grass, I'm like, these guys did an unbelievable job taking a pile of weeds and a pile of just nothing and turning it into something really nice and special that I can be proud of, and even my neighbors are proud of as well. They're congratulating me. They're talking about my yard. I love it when others have that lawn envy, and it's my lawn that they're looking at. And also, we got the mosquito dome put up as well. No mosquitoes in the backyard, no fleas, no ticks. We can sit outside. The dog can run around and roll around in the grass and not have to worry about anything. Aspen Lawn and Pest Control really hit a home run with our yard. And that's why I hired the college-educated professionals over at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control, because I tried and couldn't get this thing figured out, but man, they did. And they offer full-service lawn care, irrigation, and pest control. And right now, they're going to give you up to half off your first application when you mention this ad. So don't wait. Call today, or better yet, visit them at aspenlawn.com. That's aspenlawn.com.
Hey guys, it's Dusty Likens, and you know baseball is continuing to roll on. The weather is getting nicer, and this season we're bringing you the proud partner of your Kansas City Royals, Surfside Iced Tea and Vodka, Surfside Lemonade Vodka. They're absolutely delicious and pair perfectly with a day at the K or on that patio. Find it in Kauffman Stadium all season long. Surfside is only 100 calories per serving, and the best part, 0 bubbles, so it's easy to sip and enjoy while you're at the game. Ask for it at your local bars and liquor stores. You must be 21 years of age. Please drink responsibly.
Cosentino's food stores are celebrating 77 years of serving Kansas City. Come in today for incredible anniversary savings across the store. You'll find some of the hottest prices of the year, now through May 20th only. From fresh produce to family favorites, don't miss the unbeatable prices at every Cosentino's location. For 77 years, it's been our family's honor to serve yours, and we're just getting started.
Guys, don't waste your time and money with low-quality online TRT that charges you over $100 just to start.
Visit our TRT experts today at the Low T Center for a free consultation and free test. Treatment is personalized to your body, and most major insurance is accepted with the freedom to choose if you want in-center care or at-home treatment. You're in control of your health. Looking to lose weight? Get a free B12 shot when you start your prescription treatment. Offer limited. Book now at fixmylowt.com. That's fixmylowt.com.
Having unexpected car trouble or just in a car accident? You need Jay's Southland Tow Service. They have over 20 years of experience servicing the KC Metro. They specialize in light, medium, and heavy duty, as well as commercial transport and construction equipment. Keep this number handy, 816-779-4869 or southlandtow.com. Use the tow service trusted by most local police departments, Jay's Southland Tow Service. There's nothing they can't do, so be in the know and use Jay's Southland Tow.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce, spruce, spruce.
It's Spruce, the new hard-working, worry-free weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people and pets. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Weeds die by the next day. Find Spruce wherever weed killers are sold.
Well, these polymers aren't as flexible as batch K3.
Researcher Laurie is stretched thin.
Did you get the vulcanization analytics from V66? Oh, wait, are these rubber scores from last week?
She needs to hire new lab technicians so she can bounce back into her old self.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our matching platform lets you spend less time searching and more time connecting with candidates. Redeem your $75 credit at Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
DQ presents How to Hit Summer's Sweet Spot. The new DQ Summer Blizzard Treat menu is here. And as the official treat of MLB, we're swinging big with our fan favorite S'mores Blizzard Treat. Plus, new mixing bowl mashup with brownie batter and chocolate chip cookie dough. And even more in our Stack Summer lineup. Hurry in today because nothing says summer like baseball and our new Summer Blizzard Treat menu. Right now at DQ. Happy tastes good. Participation may vary. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Honey, our new James Hardy siding from Powell Exteriors KC looks so good. Our house went from worst to first. The neighbor waved at me today with her whole hand. I'm ready for phase 2 of our home transformation. Let's call Powell about that new deck. They're offering financing at 0% for 18 months on everything. You should call today at 816-656-1160 or take another look at their stunning work on powellkc.com, Facebook, and Instagram.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the Mission Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling Studios. Here's traffic, brought to you by DM Injury Law. Have you or a loved one been in a car wreck? Contact DM Injury Law today and get the money you deserve. Car wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
Brought to you by the Kansas City Win Nelson Plumbing Trade Show. This Friday, May 16th, 10 to 2 at the Boulevard Drive-In. Missouri side, 35 southbound from Missouri 152 into downtown is a 12-minute trip. Are you in the plumbing trade or a hands-on DIYer? Don't miss the Kansas City Win Nelson Plumbing Trade Show this Friday, May 16th, 10 to 2 at the Boulevard Drive-In. 25 vendors from top brands like Guardian HVAC equipment on site, showcasing their products and giving expert advice. Come enjoy a free lunch. Details at WinNelsonKC.com. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
I know you hear this in Monday morning. The hell if it's 4:35 and 69's closed down all weekend. It's open today, baby.
Ready to rock and roll,
That's
right?
Oh, yeah.
Get back out there and move around the roads again. People can live and drive and get to where they need to go, hopefully. But I think it's going to be a mess for quite some time. So, Joco drivers, have at it.
Yeah,
a lot of Karens out there not going to be happy today.
I'm gonna stick to Metcalf and Null for about the next 6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 months, probably.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna go that route anymore.
I think that 435-69 is supposed to be open by October, is what they're saying. So we got quite some time before that opens back up again.
435, 69, 58, 109, Celtics in 5.
There you go. There it is.
Yeah. So this weekend, because I saw Friday, our buddy, a good friend of mine, Carrington Harrison, was like, we'll know the attention of these fans in Kansas City about these Royals with what happens this weekend. Great weather, holiday weekend. Schools like hanging on by a thread, like the teachers have lost the attention span.
We got 10 days. We got 10 days.
I think Lee Summit, from most I've seen, is June 2nd.
Oh, that's a little bit longer.
And then school's out.
Yeah.
But he was like, we'll see from, how the attendance looks. Solid weekend of attendance.
Great weekend, yeah.
I think Friday was the first Friday night fireworks game. Saturday was the Star Wars Skywalker, I believe.
Yep.
And then Sunday was Mother's Day and all that sort of stuff. But 85,593 fans came out to the Royals games this weekend. That's an average of 28.5 a game.
And that's good for Major League Baseball right now. People assume in baseball you need 40,000 there, and that's a big crowd now. When the new ballpark's built, it's going to be capacity to around 30, 33, 35,000 fans because that's what you get for a full baseball game for 81 dates. To average almost 29,000 fans a game, that's awesome at this time of year. It means fans are back in because what baseball usually sees is when you have a good year, the next year is when that attendance really kicks in because people now have it on their minds. Hey, the Royals are coming off a playoff season. You make it part of your spending as a family. Okay, we're going to use our entertainment dollars this year. We can go to some Royals games, right? Team starts winning during the course of the season. A lot of times, and I know I speak from experience, your entertainment dollar is spent as a family, right? You've already allocated it to whatever you're going to do because you weren't expecting the Royals to be good. Now that they're coming off that winning season, and you were telling me in the break, third best record in baseball or something like that now.
AL, they have technically the third best record. They have the second most wins in the American League.
Second most wins in the American League. So coming off of last season and getting into where we are right now with this ball club, with the amount of wins that they have and the amount of games that they've won, and 16-2 over an 18-game stretch, people now have the Royals on the front of their mind. And so they will be out there, and you get that residual effect usually the following year in baseball because, again, people already have their money allocated, whether it's for vacations or the Chiefs or the Current or Sporting, whatever the case may be. But this year, when you're making your family budget and looking around at things to do, you're like, hey, the Royals are coming off a good season. Let's go out there and spend money. And people are. People are coming out in droves now to watch this team.
I think it also, because you were talking about it in the opening monologue, that you didn't see a lot of Boston fans on Sunday. I think there were a few more than we'd probably think Friday and Saturday. I'm not saying that they're actually from Massachusetts. I don't know why you would leave Massachusetts at this time of the year. It's probably like the most, other than the fall, it's probably like
it's nice,
like the sweetest time. But I think there are Boston fans like everywhere because of the popularity of the team. So I think they were there on Friday and Saturday, which helps with the audience. Now, obviously, the Royals are off to Houston today playing the Astros. They'll come back this weekend and play the Cardinals. My question to you is, do you think they sniff that 85 again this next weekend, which I think they will?
Yeah, it's a big weekend, obviously, with the reunion and all that kind of stuff. And, you got to do all of that and whatnot. And they're playing good baseball, too. I mean, that's the other thing. It's not like we're talking about a team that's, just kind of around 500 and there's not much interest for this team right now. There's a lot of interest for the Kansas City Royals right now. Coming back into town this weekend with, obviously, the reunion being on top of everybody's mind and, all those guys getting honored and it being the St. Louis Cardinals, they're playing really good. They've won 7 or 8 in a row right now.
Series?
It is. I heard that. Yeah, you can take I-70. I don't know if it's open all the way with the potholes and whatnot, and Lucas needs to fix those. But I think where we are right now with the Cardinals and the Royals and the Cardinals playing some good baseball, the Royals, I think it'll be close to sellouts all 3 games, if not already. Maybe some of these games have sold out.
Would you say 90,000 this weekend then?
About 30 a game. Yeah, I think that's my expectation going into this weekend.
Yeah.
And, I think in sports, the one thing other than winning currently that we love nostalgia, right? Especially in baseball. We look back and you're like, we're honoring these guys from 10 and 85, 40 and 10 years, the reunion and all that kind of stuff. A lot of big names are going to come back and be honored at these games over the weekend. And so you want to be out there. You want to see that kind of stuff. You want to be part of that kind of stuff. And so I know there's a lot of graduations and whatnot still going on, but there's enough for 90,000 people, I think, to be out there this weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, this is always one of the biggest sells in when people we used to have season tickets, and it was always in this package you get a Cardinals game and you get that series. If you want this, the Cardinals aren't here, and I've got friends that live in St. Louis, and it was always kind of fun because for some reason, I don't know what it was, but it seemed like the Royals would play better when they played the Cardinals. I know I'm taking 3 games out of an entire year, and maybe they win, 2 of them, but it was an interesting series. I look back on the weekend, and my expectation for the crowd was I like that because I was talking to you about it over the thing. I was like, yeah, listen to Carrington on the way home. It's here he comes, attendance again. Yeah. Is it going to be up or down? It's that time because he's not wrong, but it's par for the course. May 9th or whatever, 8th or whatever you had to take, and I'm like, okay, so he's 1 month of baseball, and he's trying to see if people are going to show up to the games,
right?
And they did. It was Boston. It was it's fine of a take, but it's there's 85 this weekend. There's going to be 90 next week in total, and they are still playing great baseball. Right. I get it. You want to see more offense. We all do.
Mm-hmm.
Our eyes are still now finding out if Caglione is going to make it up. Now he's got Hosmer being coming after umpires or kicking him out for a
But
clock
that happened to
violation.
me in spring training. It was
And
the same thing. Don't do that.
And now you've got people thinking that the reason he's not going to – this is awesome. I saw this weekend. The reason he's not in AAA is because they're going to jump him from AA to the majors.
No, they're not going to do that.
Okay, there's all these theories now.
Right.
And I'm just still sitting back enjoying just being whenever it's time, I'll be ready.
Yeah.
I know it. But the thing is they do. I looked at it last night. They have they have 24 wins. They're the second most. Detroit has 26.
And Detroit, everybody looks at as the darlings of Major League Baseball right now.
They've got a hell of a pitching staff.
Yep.
They can do whatever they need to do. But look, Saturday everybody lost in the division. Yesterday Detroit lost. Royals lost. Twins did win.
Twins have won 7 or 8 in a row now.
Cleveland lost.
Yeah.
So you lose to Boston 2 out of 3, but also is basically anybody in your division. You're 2.5 out of your division.
Yeah.
I believe that's the number. 2.5 out. They have 24 wins. They have the second most wins in the American. They have more wins than the Yankees. They do. That's the stat. And they're a relevant baseball team. They've got a superstar. They've got a top 3 rotation in baseball. And they're going to play meaningful baseball all the way into September. And I know that now because what their record says, what this team shows, and eventually I get it. It's waiting for the Dragons to show up in Game of Thrones. The bats will be here. And the bats will start to, and look, there have been waves. There's been, Vinny starting to hit again.
Yep.
Sal seems to stay in the lineup, whether he's playing first base or DH, not catching, but that's there.
Renfro's been out of the lineup, and
haven't seen much of him.
Look, you need your stars to perform, and when the stars perform in the lineup for the Royals, they win baseball games and they score runs. Yesterday, a little rough. Bobby Witt Jr. did not have a great day yesterday. 3 strikeouts, and then he popped up in the 9th inning for the first out, and the place emptied. It's so funny to watch Bobby Witt pop up the first base and the place empty. So your stars got to be stars, and if your stars are stars, this team is going to be just fine. And look, just because they don't have the bat right now doesn't mean they ain't working in overdrive trying to get that bat here to Kansas City, right? That's the other thing that we have to understand and realize too. They're not sleeping. They're not walking around Kauffman Stadium this morning with their coffee going, so anybody think we need anything? They understand where they need to go. They understand that a bat needs to be here. They understood that in the offseason. They understood that in spring training. The problem is, how do you get that bat here? How do you acquire that bat? And you have to wait for teams to start waving the white flag. Colorado did that yesterday. Pittsburgh did that last week. Once you fire your manager, it's time to start calling those teams and seeing who we can pry away from those big league ball clubs that may be a nice bat that you can insert here in the lineup as a start to a bigger move that could potentially come down the line as we get closer and closer, to the trade deadline. So, Pittsburgh and Colorado have been eliminated, right? They're done. They fired their manager. So now we start looking at those rosters. Those are the only two teams right now that have truly given up on the season, because when you fire your manager, you're signaling, okay, this year is done, and we're going to try to regroup next year. And also when you have 7 wins and you get beat 21-0 on a Saturday night, your season's pretty much over as it is anyway. So look at the rosters of the Rockies, look at the rosters of the Pirates, anybody there that we want other than like O'Neill Cruz or somebody of that nature. Those are the teams that are going to be willing to deal at this point in time. And that's the predicament that the Royals, Dusty, find themselves in right now. They're ready to make that move, but how many other teams are ready to say, okay, we're ready to make that move too?
Yeah, Royals 2.5 out of their division. Second most wins the American League. One of 7 teams in the American League with a positive run differential.
It's great.
They're doing exactly what they need to.
Absolutely, they are.
Do you guys have any overreactions from this weekend? Like, does Mac think that the Celtics are never going to lose again?
Well,
do you have was the snake really 13 feet long? Like,
it was pretty big. You saw that snake?
No, I didn't.
You didn't get up and look at it?
Nope. I took that shot of tequila and got in the corner.
Yeah.
No, he actually said, get that thing away from me. I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
it was a big ass snake.
Yeah.
We were watching the Knicks game on Saturday at the house, and my wife took off the grill cover, getting it ready for Mac to come get today. Which, by the way, I won't be there. You guys can avoid the swan pool that is now in the backyard, please.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the pink flamingo pool that the girls needed
Love
that have
it.
LED lights. Mac, you'll fit in perfect back there. It's right up your alley.
Pink
Yeah.
pony club. I'm dancing at the pink.
That's perfect.
Great song.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
So we just avoid the pool.
So Rob and I can have a little dip in the pool.
We had to take the water out of it to move it across the patio. But yeah, so my wife took the cover off the grill, and I mean a huge snake, just like back in the day. I don't even know if we have it anymore in the system, with my mother screaming about the snake. But it was pretty much the exact same type of thing, and with this huge snake, and then we couldn't get it out of the grill cover as we're trying to dump it over the fence.
That's the devil in the Bible for a reason, man.
Oh
Snakes.
man, that serpentine thing, was just nasty.
All we
Oh
heard
God.
F. Like, what the hell happened to effing snake over here? I was like, nope.
Yeah, she's like, all right, never mind, can't help you.
That's just my pet Reggie. Have a little backbone. Yeah. Give a shovel.
So I mean, like, that's what we were dealing with. So we flipped it over the fence this time. I didn't drop it in a bucket of bleach like I did the last one. But that one was in the house. This one was outside.
Yeah.
So we kind of let it go and do its thing over the side of the fence. And I watched
don't
that
do
thing.
snakes.
It just kind of like went like, what do you call that? Where it slithered right into the leaves and into the mulch and disappeared.
Yeah.
So I don't know where that snake
now.
is right now.
Yeah,
So yeah, we had that. That was a little bit of an overreaction.
Even when it
with the
dropped,
snake.
Bob's like, oh, F, that thing is big.
It was huge, yeah.
Like,
It was like 13, 14 feet long. I mean, this thing was huge. So my overreaction from the weekend is the Knicks won't win another game of the series. The Celtics are going to take this thing. And I told you that going in.
That makes me more nervous.
And I don't know that it's an overreaction or just reality. I mean, this is still a sleeping giant in the Boston Celtics. They're still the best team in the NBA. They're still the defending champs. This is Patrick Mahomes being down 24-0. This is Patrick Mahomes being down with 13 seconds to go. This is Patrick Mahomes being down 10 in a Super Bowl. Are you really giving up on the Boston Celtics? I am not. And I know my Knicks fans friends are like, we're screwed. Like, it was immediate.
Really?
Oh, God, yes. It was immediate doom and gloom after that game, which it should be. The Celtics came in there, throttled them. It wasn't an entertaining game at all. It really wasn't. I mean, it was not entertaining from the tip. The most entertaining part of the game was watching the celebs in the crowd on Saturday. Very uninspiring game. The Knicks won't win another game in this thing. The Celtics got this thing on lockdown now. That's my overreaction for the weekend.
Game 3 was must win.
I think whoever, Bob said whoever won Game 3 was going to win the series.
Yeah.
So you said in your patio.
Yeah.
And I kind of, my overreaction was the same, Celtics in 6. Now I feel a little bit different knowing that you think that too. That makes me feel better.
He's back.
But yeah, baby, Celtics in 6. Let's do this.
What did
I'm
you
excited.
see out of, the Knicks are coming home 2-0 to a home crowd, and they gave me Dallas on Thursday night against Philadelphia.
Yeah, yes.
I mean, wet fart. That's another one. Like, it's just like I was so excited, ready for the game, and they gave you nothing
and
to get excited about.
And Brunson after the game, we kind of came in with the wrong mindset, feeling like basically like I don't know what the word is. I'm trying to think of the word, but like satisfied. We kind of came in satisfied, wrong mindset, and it's like, whoa.
Well, you're a
what's
professional
going
athlete.
on?
You should never come in satisfied ever. That's a recipe for
that's
disaster.
a red flag to me. That was
Huge,
a red flag.
Yeah,
We gotta
huge.
get Homer Simpson more control of that team.
Yeah, I mean that was
weird that Homer Simpson's the coach of the Knicks and Mr. Burns is the commissioner of the league.
That's right.
And they work for the same.
Yeah.
They work
Who's
for the
Barney
same
the
company.
coach of?
Oh God,
he was that guy Tom Sula out in San Francisco a few years ago.
Yeah, I don't know who Barney would be. The drunk.
Hey Homer,
you're back again. Yeah. My reaction was my thought process in the car this morning about Scotty Scheffler. So this is gonna sound crazy. You know, he's only won 2 majors. You know, it's the same major. He's won the Masters twice. Exactly. He's only won 2 majors, and I say only. He's won the Masters twice.
How many have you won, Dusty?
Yeah,
well, I'm not out here saying I could shoot under 100 at the Masters from the tip.
True. Yeah.
I know where I can't shoot. I can't shoot 90 at Adams Point, and he's won the Masters twice. Now he has finished second in the PGA Championship and another one in 2023. This is PGA Championship week, so if you want to introduce Hannah, let her know that the storylines are starting. Thursday, they will tee off Quail Hollow, North Carolina. Great course. Can he win it? Can he win another major besides the Masters? Scott didn't have to prove me to anything, but I just found it interesting that he's won 1 major championship twice, and yet you would think that Scotty's won, and he's won gold medal, so that helps too.
That helps.
That's a big one.
That was recent.
Very recent. So, like, can he win more majors than just the Masters? Can he win another major? Can he win on a big stage again? Like, he's been great. Like, he just won that tournament by, like, 9 strokes at his own, like, home course. That's cool. Can you win another major besides the Masters? And I just kind of rattled my brain a little bit that Scheffler, who's been the best golfer in the last 3 years and has all these accolades and all these top 5 finishes and all these wins and all this, 1 major he's won twice, and that's the Masters.
Damn.
Go give me that PGA Championship, and then I'll take all doubt. He's like 98% there for me, but there's like 2% reason I'm like, yeah, Augusta you carve up. But how come you're not carving up?
How come you're not winning elsewhere?
Well, I mean, he's winning on the tour. I don't know. I could look up the numbers of how many career wins he has on the PGA Tour, but it's probably like
that's
12. But like 1 major twice.
The
That's
way he
it.
gets talked about, it's a lot different than that. That makes sense. Kind of a legacy, a little bit of a thing
Which
for him.
then goes to show you the career Grand Slam is kind of interesting for Rory McIlroy, who, yes, Scotty Scheffler's been the hot one now, but Rory won the career Grand Slam. He won the Masters. He's won every major. Scotty's won 1 twice.
Jeez.
Maybe I'm just being a Richard Head here.
No, that's
But
I like that.
I find that interesting.
No, that's a good storyline for this weekend. I'm excited. I told Hannah about it last week. She's like, okay.
Quail Hollow, baby.
Yeah,
One of the
let's
most
do it.
gorgeous, interesting with your naked eyes.
Who is the favorite right now to win that thing?
It's either Scotty or Rory.
I would assume Scotty, but
Yeah, if you went to DraftKings or FanDuel, I bet Scotty's like plus 425, and I bet Rory's like plus 500 or something like that, or plus 450. It'll be, and that's crazy for a golf tournament. Should be like everybody should be like plus 2,200 or higher. But these guys are so effing good that it's like Scotty Scheffler plus. I think one point Scotty Scheffler was a negative for a tournament.
yeah, 400 and
Oh,
450.
wow.
Nailed it.
And with that, we'll go to break because we need to know from your just insane for golf. Worst dating story.
Oh, my daughter had an unbelievable experience.
And with that, we'll talk to you on the other side on 96.5 The Fan. You're home for Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Fesco and Dusty.
Hey, well, yo, man.
On your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you what, here we get ready to roll into summer, right? And you're looking around and you're thinking, all right, we got vacations planned. We've got back to school activities. Maybe we're already starting to think about a lot of expenses coming due. We need a break. We need a break. Golden Oak can help you get that financial break that you need, right? Get their free mortgage checkup underway right now. Call them today and take their free mortgage checkup. It is risk-free. There's no paperwork. There's no credit card required. All you have to do is have a phone conversation with Golden Oak Lending and tell them where you are in your financial life and where you want to go. What do you want to accomplish? What are your financial goals? What's out there that you want to try to achieve? And Golden Oak will see if they can get you there. If Golden Oak Lending has a loan that works for you, great. They'll let you know about it. But if they don't have a loan that works for you, they'll let you know that as well, because sometimes you're in a really good spot, but you just want to make sure. And if you are in a great spot, Golden Oak will let you know that. And with Golden Oak Lending, if you refinance with them, the average cash out customer right now is saving $1,104 per month, and you can go 2 months without having to make a mortgage payment. So go all summer long without having to write that mortgage check. So call them today at 913-890-GOLD. That's 913-890-GOLD, or just visit them at goldenoaklending.com and do what we did. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
It's time to make the exterior of your home or business stand out, and my friends at CertaPro Painters will get the job done right. CertaPro Painters are the folks we choose for our home, and they're the ones you should choose as well. I love the fact that they work around our schedule, making the CertaPro, I can count on them to make my home look awesome. So schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C for your home or business. Call now and ask about their spring sales event going on now through May 15th.
Paid for client portrayal and endorsement. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements. Past results afford no guarantee of future results, and every case is different and must be judged on its own merits.
After my car wreck, there was a lot I didn't know.
I do know. My team knows injury law. We can help you understand all of your legal rights so that you don't get cheated.
DM Law knew what to do and got me $150,000.
Mike's got this. If you've been hurt in a car wreck, call me. I've got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Guys, let's talk about your prostate. If an enlarged prostate has you rushing to the nearest restroom, frustrated and uncomfortable because you need to go but can't, or it's keeping you up at night, it's time to fix it. Clarity Care offers prostate artery embolization. PAE is a simple office treatment that can shrink your prostate and relieve your symptoms so you can get back to enjoying life. No surgery, just relief. Call Clarity Care today or visit kcprostate.com.
John, what do you think about these tariffs? What do you think is going to happen? Well, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. The prices on used cars have suddenly come up because the cost has gone up. And at GiveMeTheVin.com, we're paying more. Go to GiveMeTheVin.com, put in your license plate, and see for yourself. We're paying more today than we were yesterday. Remember, the tariffs have raised the car prices, and we are paying extra. GiveMeTheVin.com, America's best car buyer. Sell us your car.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio.
DQ presents How to Hit Summer's Sweet Spot. The new DQ Summer Blizzard Treat menu is here. And as the official treat of MLB, we're swinging big with our fan favorite S'mores Blizzard Treat. Plus, new mixing bowl mashup with brownie batter and chocolate chip cookie dough. And even more in our Stack Summer lineup. Hurry in today because nothing says summer like baseball and our new Summer Blizzard Treat menu. Right now at DQ. Happy tastes good. Participation may vary. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
DQ presents How to Hit Summer's Sweet Spot. The new DQ Summer Blizzard Treat menu is here. And as the official treat of MLB, we're swinging big with our fan favorite S'mores Blizzard Treat. Plus, new mixing bowl mashup with brownie batter and chocolate chip cookie dough. And even more in our Stack Summer lineup. Hurry in today because nothing says summer like baseball and our new Summer Blizzard Treat menu. Right now at DQ. Happy tastes good. Participation may vary. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Royals coverage sponsored by Border Magic. We've got the edge for your landscaping edging needs.
Boost your curb appeal and add value with custom concrete landscape edging from Border Magic. Choose from a huge variety of styles and colors, all backed by a 10-year warranty. A cost-effective way to give your home that wow factor. Get started now at southkcbordermagic.com.
Here's traffic, brought to you by DM Injury Law. Have you or a loved one been in a car wreck? Contact DM Injury Law today and get the money you deserve. Car wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
Downtown 35 southbound crawling from I-70 down past 670 with an accident in the right lane as you make the merge with 670. 70 eastbound gets heavy around Prospect, stays very slow over past 18th Street. Construction has you down to one lane. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
People in downtown not use their turn signals. What do we have them in cars for? Use your turn signal.
Somebody not use their blinker for you this morning?
No, it just happens all the time in like downtown Lake Summit. They just go to four-way stops and they just act like people should know where they're going.
Right.
Like, oh, we could have both gone if I'd have known that you were going straight. Okay. Right. It's official, by the way. It's official. Rappaport, Pelissero, and Adam Schefter have all said kickoff week 1, Cowboys, Philadelphia.
It was official before they said it.
It was at like 8 p.m. last night.
I don't need Schefter to tell me when, but there are people that do sit around because I had somebody tell me one time, a Chiefs fan, I won't say who, because it really doesn't matter, but one time they told me, until it is put out by the team, it doesn't matter. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
So there are people, what I'm getting at, Dusty, who do not believe things until Schefter serves it up to them on a silver platter. And then when Schefter gives it to them, it is official.
Did Adam say it? Oh, he's first name basis, too.
Right. Yep. Did Ian say it?
Or it's AS.
Yeah.
I didn't hear AS or IR.
Yeah.
Got some news from IR. Who's on the injury report now? Nah, that's what we call Rappy.
Yeah.
Oh, double nickname.
Okay. Yeah.
Double nickname. So bad dating story?
It's not like a great dating story. It's like, okay, it's 8th grade, right? And so everybody dates. I use everybody, right? And so.
Oh, then I feel bad about my worst dating story.
Well, I mean, you can use your adult. Year ago, however long it's been, right?
7th grade love.
Right, yeah. And now he's dating again one of her friends, right?
Oh.
And they sit down the other night, him and this new girl that he's dating, to watch a movie, right? And it just happens to be that the last movie my daughter watched with him when they were together. And he turned it on at the exact same spot where it was when they stopped watching the movie. And I know this because my daughter's friend called and said, hey, we started to watch this movie, but we joined it in progress. And my daughter's like, yeah, that's where we left off.
I like this guy.
This guy's got like date packages, right?
Yes.
Like he's got date package A, date package B, date package C, and he's only in 8th grade. But this guy's got it mapped out.
Yes.
All right, we're going to sit down and we're going to watch. And I forget what movie it was, something about dating. I don't know what the hell it was. I can't remember what the name of the movie was, right? And so she says, Dad, she goes, like, they turned on, she goes, you'll never guess. He turned on this movie, and it was at the exact same spot that like left off when I was watching it with them.